Hello everybody, welcome to another video. This is your host, Dread Pirate Maki, and today we're going to talk about my thoughts on the Razr Flip 2019. I've only had this phone for about a day now, but so far, initially, I really like it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. The first thing I want to talk about is I really like the square shape. I've sold these phones, interacted with them in the past, but I've never actually owned one myself. It's really cool. I know I'm kind of like late to the game here because 2019 is like 3 years ago at this point. I really like the size. I really like the little selfie feature. Super cool. You can take really like cringy MySpace pictures if any of you are old enough to remember that. But so far, the size is excellent. The battery is pretty good. Even now, I mean, it's a little short. It's not bad at all. I've had much worse phones in the past. The reason that I bring it down to a 7 is A, the price I paid. If I had paid any more than like $300 for this, I would have been disappointed, which is lucky because it's not right about that price. For $300, I would definitely recommend it. The only thing I dislike about it is the screen, actually, the internal screen. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell, but the screen has no hint or no crease at all. It's very nice. Let me see if I can get the light in there so you can kind of see how it closes. Get it from the side. See how it's kind of indented there? Keeps it nice and crisp. Look how flat that is. That's pretty nice, right? So I really like the way that the screen is designed in that way because it's obviously held up this far. And if you find a Galaxy phone like this, you're gonna have that massive ditch in the center and you don't have the outside screen. So I would still recommend this over that if you're going for like a $300-ish used flip phone. Thing is, actually, let me put it up to the mic. When you're scrolling, I'm kind of exaggerating it a little bit so you can hear. Can you hear that? A little crunchy. A little creaky. I realize this is a first-gen product, so I'm not picking on this at all. That's just the only things I dislike about it besides the camera. But this phone's not, I'm not using this phone for the camera, I'm using it because it's cool. So based on my usage, I would give it about a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6. But I think it's 7. I think the cool factor overcomes, and the cool factor is awesome. So I mean, it gets like 2 points just for being super cool. Would I recommend you buying this in 2022, which is the current year? Yes, actually. If you can find it for $300, $350 or under, I think you'll be happy with it. I would definitely choose this over a Galaxy because, as you can see, I've got it set up kind of like a Pixel. It's got the the Google widget. And this is all stock actually, none of this is a launcher. So it's very clean. I like that a lot. It comes with most of the Google apps as default. And as you can see, it's super snappy still. I'm pushing it a little bit here, but just to show you, see, it runs really well. It's held up very well over the last few years. Even with a 2019 processor and RAM. So if you can find this phone for $300, $350, I would definitely recommend purchasing it if you're considering it. I would recommend it over the Galaxy, which I admittedly have not used, but based on the deep ditch in the center and based on, I don't like Galaxy. I have never liked TouchWiz, I've never liked One UI, I just dislike it. You can hate me for it, tell me in the comments. I'm over it at this point. I've tried for a very long time. I had an S22 Ultra, I had an S21 Ultra, I've had like Note 20s, I've had Samsung phones, I just dislike them. I don't like them, it's too complicated. Too much stuff I have to disable, too much stuff I have to change. I want it to work out of the box. I'm an Apple user in that sense, but that's one reason I go for Pixel, because it's the iPhone of Android and it right out of the box is already as simple as it can get. So based on those grounds, I would recommend this for sure. It's a very good deal actually. Something really cool to play around with if you're into tech. If you need like a work phone, if you need a kid's phone, if you need something like that, it's much easier to stow away. It's very, very sleek actually. Like I could see myself putting this in like a suit pocket, you know? and feeling fancy. But yeah, the battery life is pretty good. The only other thing I disliked was that when you turn the screen brightness, now some of you watching may have already known this. I didn't know this about this phone, but when you turn the brightness down, it gets like this weird green tint. Do you see that? So when you turn the brightness down, it's green. When you turn it up, it goes back to where it's supposed to be, which is like this sand blue Android color. This is Android 10, Android 11. This is just the color it came in. But when you turn, I don't know if it's the panel that does that, or if it's the way Motorola is processing things. But see, like, you can barely even tell those two like widget boxes. I don't know. It's much more noticeable in person and in the dark. Those are the only two things I really disliked about it. So would I buy it for $300, $350 range? Definitely yes. If you're into tech, if you enjoy, playing with new things, if you need a work phone, if you need a kid's phone, if you need, if you just kind of want to be fancy for a little while, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's not going to do anything as far as photos go, but the video is actually really good. It shoots at 4K, 30 frames per second. Just remember to get the model with the SIM card tray, because the Verizon only version is a pain, and even the Verizon reps don't know what to do with it. They keep telling me it's not compatible because they don't know how to, put the EID in, or I don't know what the case is. I haven't figured it out yet. That's my thoughts on the Razr Flip 2019. Let me know if you agree in the comments. If you don't mind subbing and liking, that helps me out. And thanks very much, guys. Talk to you later.